Hi Glammies, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video has been a long awaited one. It has been a well overpromised one, and I finally got it out for you guys. Today what we'll be talking about are 5 things that you need to know before you start a cosmetics line. So I know I get tons of DMs all the time asking about how to start a cosmetics line, what are the steps, give me advice please, da 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 da. So here are 5 things that I think everybody should know before they even consider starting a line. Before you even ask that question, how do you start a cosmetic line? Answer these things in your head and see if starting a cosmetics line is for you. Thing number 1 is that the beauty industry is well oversaturated. There are tons of high-end brands. There are tons of low-end brands. There are drugstore brands. There are indie brands such as mine. There's just a whole lot of brands, so you have to be prepared. You have to go in this knowing that there's a lot of competition. You are not instantly guaranteed to be a popping brand. You may not get into Sephora ever. You may get into Sephora in 5 years, but it's not gonna be like you launched, your palette was amazing, and bam, your brand hit it off. You are in Sephora, you're selling in Ulta. It doesn't usually work like that. So I want you guys to know that it's definitely going to be a process. You're definitely going to have to be watering your baby, your website, your online store, whatever way you want to start your cosmetics line. It's going to be a process. Thing number 2 that I want you guys to know is that there are endless research that need to be done when you are looking to start a cosmetics line. You need to research business types. You need to research companies, brands. You need to be looking at your competition. And I will get into this in other videos about all the different types of research that you have to do. But when I tell you that I researched for months on end, like I've researched for years because this has been something that I've wanted to do since high school. But like intensively researched exactly what I wanted to do, I was doing it for months before I even started ordering samples or getting into any of that stuff. And I'll also go over with you guys how to order samples in another video, okay? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So the 3rd thing is, I know everybody wants to come out with the hottest, latest, newest product that is just going to pop and be Instagram famous and everybody's gonna love it. But product development is a long, painful, dreadful process. And it may take you a couple tries to even just get the color that you want, let alone the formula, the texture, the packaging. There's just so much that goes into it, and I can't wait to share tips and tricks with you guys about how to get over those humps and how to not be too disappointed if your samples don't come out right, because it has happened to me so many times. But you just gotta keep pushing, because trust me, samples are gonna mess up. The 4th thing that I want you guys to know is that there are lots of different routes to having your own cosmetics line. There's wholesalers, there's working with your local manufacturers, there's working with overseas manufacturers, there's building everything and creating everything in your own home, which means pressing your shadows, creating your formulas all by yourself. There's so many different routes, and I'll be getting into all of these different routes later on in this series. But I want you guys to know there is no just one option. Don't think that if you can't afford wholesalers, there's just no way that you can start, because that's definitely not true. The last thing that I want you guys to know is it costs a lot of money to start your own cosmetics